advocating for a cure for Parkinson's disease. Hello, I'm Kelly Lynn, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me at this hour is Amy Comstock-Rick. She is CEO of the Parkinson's Action Network. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kelly.
So good to have you, a representative from your organization, back again. Let's talk a little bit about Parkinson's disease and how prevalent it is. Are the numbers rising?
Well, certainly with the aging of the baby boomers, the numbers will rise. Parkinson's, the greatest risk for Parkinson's disease is age, although there's many other. We estimate between 500,000 and 1.5 million people in the United States have Parkinson's disease. It's a neurodegenerative disease, a disease of the brain. Quite frankly, we don't yet completely understand what causes Parkinson's disease, although research is showing some clues. And unfortunately, we still have nothing that slows the progression or cures the disease. There are some treatments that help with symptoms, and they work well for 5 to 8 years. But as I said, there is nothing that actually ultimately stops the progression of the disease. It is an ugly, scary disease and something that needs attention in this country. Again, aging of the baby boomers, the numbers are going up.
Yes, let's talk about the Parkinson's Action Network and what you are doing to help individuals with Parkinson's.
Absolutely. The Parkinson's Action Network, otherwise known as PAN, is a unique organization in Washington in that we represent all the national Parkinson's organizations from around the country, as well as people with Parkinson's around the country, on any federal policy issues affecting Parkinson's disease. So issues that come up in Congress, issues that come up with the administration, currently the Obama administration. PAN is the representative in Washington, but we're not made up just of staff. We have a staff of, as you've met many of them, 12 or 13 fabulous people, but we also have volunteers, leaders around the country, people who are active with PAN, giving as much time as they can. For some it's an hour a month, some it's much more time, making relationships with their members of Congress and reaching out on the issues that are important to the Parkinson's community. It's incredible what a difference one voice reaching out to a member of the House or Senate can make in saying to their representative, Parkinson's matters to me, and these are the issues with Parkinson's that I'd like you to think about.
What are the most pressing issues right now?
Well, certainly the issue of continuing with research to find better treatments and a cure. The National Institutes of Health is the largest single funder of Parkinson's disease research in the world, and because we still have so far to go in really understanding this disease, funding for the National Institutes of Health is huge, but also with the implementation of the Affordable Care Act, healthcare reform, there are changes underway for both private insurance and Medicare, and while we're still in the middle of learning what those changes will be, it's hugely important for Parkinson's disease to have a voice to make sure some of those changes don't inadvertently hurt the population, not just Parkinson's, but of people with chronic diseases. What's the most important thing people with Parkinson's need? Access to care and their medications to be covered under insurance.
Yes. Let's talk about people and their ability to get involved. It's really quite simple. Even if you feel like you don't wear the advocate hat, you can really do this and do it relatively simply.
I think that's a wonderful point to make, is that people often think, oh, how wonderful that other people advocate. It's
Yes.
Really the way PAN is structured, really anyone can get involved. If you go to our website, which we'll show on the screen, and put in your zip code, who your members of Congress are will show up, their history, their voting history on the issues that are important to the Parkinson's community. We make it fairly simple for people to educate themselves about what's gone on in Congress that affects us, and then review PAN's positions on what we need from Congress and the administration to improve the current condition for people with Parkinson's disease. So I encourage people to go on our website, learn about our issues, and just take a little time to get involved.
Yes, and you also encourage people to volunteer as well. What kind of volunteers do you need?
Well, really, within that advocacy structure, within every state, we have a state director. That's a real leadership role. But assisting that state director, we have people from all over the state who are very good at reaching out to media, speaking at support groups. Look at our website. It's all laid out.
All right, Amy Comstock-Rick, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And we thank you for watching Comcast Newsmakers. If you would like more information about events that are happening in your community, go to Comcast On Demand and click Get Local. I'm Kelly Lynn. Thank you for watching.